Do you know why you keep taking losses whenever you are in a trade? Especially when you enter for a buy, the market takes you out. And when you enter for a sell, it does the same thing. It's because of these two things I'm about to share with you in this particular video. So I would recommend you stick around. Make sure you're not skipping any part of this video because I'll be reserving the best for the last. So if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Gordon Trades. I come up here to share my knowledge and to also help you to become a profitable trader in no time. So let's get into business. One of the major reasons why you keep getting stopped out is because of you don't understand market direction. You see, in forex trading, market direction is the major thing. So long as you are getting it confused, you'll be taking the wrong trade. If the market trend is in an overall bullish trend and you keep going in for a sell, you keep getting stopped out. All right, that's the main reason why whenever you're in a trade, the market goes opposite. It looks like the market makers are watching you. It looks like your brokers are after you. No, it's because of you don't understand the market trend, and I'm going to be showing that to you in this video. I'll be explaining to you how to follow trend and how to quickly understand when the trend is no longer in that direction you've been anticipating. There are times that the market may be in a bullish trend, but do you actually know when the reversal is about to start? You don't know. And you'll be in the market going in for a buy, not knowing that the market is pulling back at you. So this video will reveal a lot to you. Another reason why your trade keep getting stopped out is because you don't understand how to plot your graph. A lot of you are not plotting your chart very well. You plot your support and resistance wrongly. You draw your trend line wrongly. This video is a game changer. I just pray that you don't skip any part of the video. Let me show you my screen so that I can explain to you how to understand the market trend well enough and how to plot your chart, how to rightfully draw your support and resistance, and also draw your trend line. So let's dive right in. Let me show you my screen. And I'll be using the Euro USD chart to explain this to you. All right, so this is the Euro USD chart. If you look at it, I'm on the weekly time frame. All right, now you want to start from the higher time frame so that you can get the picture. All right, you can understand the market direction from a larger scale. Right, you can see from this view. That is the reason why I had to shrink my chart. All right, now on the weekly time frame, what do you see? If I'm to ask you what is the market trend here, what will you say? Some will say that the market is in a bullish trend because of this movement, right? Why some will also say the market is in a downtrend because of this trend line. Did you see that? So in forex trading, no one is right, no one is wrong. So the way we make money is just about following the market at the right, knowing the direction of the market at that particular time. You can see somebody that would have drawn this is right, all right? Because if you look at the market, we have lows, several lows, you can see. This is like a pullback. Market is coming this way, right? So the person who has drawn this trend line this way could be right. And the one who drew this way could also be right. Because if you look at it, we have market going up, right? Higher highs. Did you see that? So the person can say the market is in an uptrend. Now, how do we now approach this trade? That is the reason why, as a forex trader, you want to have an open mindset. You want to have an open bias, all right? So right now, if you look at it properly, I'm going to be looking at the market from this angle here. Why am I going to be looking at that here? If you look at it, this is the low. This is the high that gave back to this low. And ever since then, that low have not been taken out. This particular low have not been taken out. But if you look at it, all right, we have a double bottom here, and we have an equal high here. Did you see that? Equal high here. All right. So I'm going to be looking at the market from this zone. Now, why am I looking at that? Because this is on the weekly time frame. If you draw your trend line this way, are you right? Or should we draw it this way? Which one do you think is right? So I'm trying to make sure this particular video is well relatable so that you can understand what are the things you've been doing wrong, all right? Now, if you come onto this chart on the weekly time frame, what you see on the higher time frame will determine your bias when you scale down to the lower time frame. All right, if you establish the fact that the market is in an uptrend on the higher time frame, it will make you come to 15 minutes, which is your entry, or 1 hour, to be looking for what? A buy. Did you understand? Now, if you look at this market right now, if you draw this way, all right, you might be wrong and you might be also right. Now, the reason why I will not draw my trend line this way is because we've not taken out this low. There is a low here. Did you see that? There's a low here. If we have taken out this low and this bearish candle got to this price, right? Got to this level, then I can draw my trend line here, right? Now, what that means is that the market tried to break above this high, but later came back inside the zone, right? So now, but what I'm establishing here, what I'm seeing here now is that the market is currently respecting a particular support area. Did you see that? The market is respecting a particular what? Support area. So what is going to happen here is another thing entirely. So what you'll be looking out for, if you leave your chart this way, your mindset will just be, I'll be looking for sell because of what you've seen, even on the weekly time frame, that the candlesticks that end last week was a bearish candle. You can see a very strong bearish candle. This was week 1, week 2. Did you see that? So right now, does it mean that this bearish candle, the bears, does it mean that the bears will push the price down? We don't know yet. So you need to follow the price systematically. Don't forget that we have a rejection here. Did you see that? So when you are drawing your trend line, it's not ideal at this point to draw it this way, because you might be missing out on some vital information. So like I said, except this red candle has taken away this low here, right? Like this, then you are qualified to draw your trend line this way. But so long as this particular bearish candle hasn't taken out this low, all right, so you are correct if you respect this particular high. You have to respect this particular high. Did you see that? You have to respect this particular high. Now, because this particular high have been taken out by this particular high. So this was the initial high before this one. So now, this high, what I'm establishing here is that this high is still relevant. This particular high is still relevant. So this particular breakout can be the beginning of a new or a further uptrend, right? Now, let me show you something. Let's recognize this particular low, this particular high. Now, if I put my trend line this way, what did you see? What did you see? You've seen that price broke out. This is the first touch, second touch, and what? Third touch. So upon the third touch, what did you see? Price broke out of it. And ever since it broke out of this trend line, it hasn't come back to retest it. Did you see that? Boom. So this is what I'm anticipating. I'm looking at for this new week. Did you see that? Why? Because since price has broken out of this particular trend line, we have not seen a retracement, right? And remember the law of technical analysis, a breakout and retracement, right? This is what breakout strategy. Whenever there's a breakout, there must be a what? Boom. A pullback to that particular line. Did you see that? So that's what is being established here. If you look at it, price really broke out of this trend line, yeah, but it hasn't come back to retest it. So it just came back now to retest it. So why should you be looking for a sell? Did you see? Why should you be looking for a sell? Did you see that? Now, if you draw your support and resistance, do you see? You have what? Initial resistance, now turning to support here. So this is how to see your chart clearly. A lot of time, when you scale down to 15 minutes or this is weekly time frame, to 1 hour time frame, you'll be looking to take sell, not knowing that on the higher time frame, the market just retested a particular support and is about to start buying. You won't know. So why? Because you have placed your technical tools wrongly. You have placed them wrongly. So you need to take notice of some important information. If I had taken my trend line this way, this is another interpretation. Did you see that? This is another interpretation. Especially those who are looking for swing trading. You're looking at, okay, probably price may push down here. All right? There are possibility. Yeah, the price may still get here, but before it gets here, there could be series of buys before price can even get here. And you don't want to miss out of these buys. Did you see that? Now let's scale down further. Let's come to daily time frame. Boom. Now, on the daily time frame, what did you establish there? This is a breakout, right? And price came back to retest it here. Did you see that? Even when we had this breakout, the retest did not get on this. This retest did not get on the trend line. Did you see that? All right? It didn't really get on the trend line. If at all we recognize the fact that we have the retest here, right? This is first retest. This will be our second retest. Did you see that? And upon retest, what do you have? You have the bulls take control. The bulls, boom. Another thing is happening here. The bulls might take control here. So you'll be looking at how to get in for an early buy. Did you see? Waiting for some further confirmation. Did you see that? So, but some people will be looking for sell because of, no, fine, you've drawn the trend line, you've seen the overall direction that the market has been in an overall bearish trend, all right? Even if you have some bullish properties, right? What are the bullish properties? We have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But right now, we are back. We just broke out of a what? A trend line. We are back to it as a retest. Did you see that? So what do you want to do? You want to wait for what will happen here before you can finally conclude. The only time you want to sell this market further is when you have price break back inside this zone. Then you want to start looking for selling opportunity. But so long as markets or price still remains on top of this trend line, you have no business selling. Did you see? Do you not see the reason why you get stepped out? Do you not see the reason why you get stopped out whenever you're in the trade? Because you are not following the market trend. You don't understand the particular trend at that particular point in time. This is on a daily time frame. Let's see how the market closed. Did you see? This is a sign. Look at this candle. It's a sign. Now, the bears push the price down here, right? The bears push the price down here. With this weak rejection, it's an example that the bulls are inside this market. That is the reason why you have seen this weak rejection to the upside. And what will now happen here? On Friday, the market closed with what? An indecision candle. If we scale down further into 4-hour time frame, you will see it clearly. Did you see? Now, this is what I'm talking about. You see, price got here and the bears could not push price further, right? And we start seeing the bulls coming in. Look at this candle. This is almost like a Marabuzu candle, right? Letting you know that we have the bulls, they are present now in the market, ready to take price up. Now, if you are a swing trader, this is an opportunity for you. All right? As a swing trader, you want to wait for how to sell, how to buy back this market up here. Do you see? Because that is what you should be looking at for here. Now, you have opportunity to catch over 275 pips. Did you see that? But before you do that, there are levels you need to see. There are some confirmation you need to have. Now, what are the confirmation? Don't forget we have this low here, right? We have market like this. So you need to wait for this low to be taken out like this. Did you see that? Now, let me draw it for you. Now, look at it. What I have here. Boom. Did you see that? So price is currently on a flip zone. This is the flip zone. Previous support, right? And this is what? Resistance, right? Did you see that? So you need to wait for price to break above this what? Resistance. Come back here as a support. Did you see? Then we're ready to push price up. You are likely to take good opportunity if you are able to spot the market properly. If you are able to spot the market properly, all right? Now, look at what happened here. If the price breaks above this resistance zone, then be willing to go forward a buy. right? This is on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Now, if you want to day trade it, that is for what? Swing traders. Swing traders. You want to wait for price to break and retest this zone, right? And if that do not happen, if you had a break below of this trend line, they want to take a sell, and that's for swing trading. Now, as a day trader, if you are a day trader, you want to take opportunities of this market, you want to come down to 1 hour time frame to see how you can take sharp opportunity on this market. Did you see that? So right now, as a day trader, what you want to do, you want to wait for some, you can still sell, take a sell to take a profit on this trend line. How do you take a sell? You can apply the trend line strategy. Right now, if I draw my trend line this way, did you see? This is how to take a sharp sell. You know, day traders, they don't leave their trade run overnight. So if you want to take a sharp trade, you want to come down to 1 hour time frame, mark out a particular zone that I'm seeing right now through my trend line. Then I come to 15 minutes. Good. Did you see? I come to 15 minutes. What have I established? We have broken this trend line partially. Did you see that? So now what happened here? Price broke, came here, give us a double bottom on this trend line. Boom. Sold. Bought to this level. Now price came back, broke this trend line, came back as a retest. All right. So this is, I'm doing this video on a Sunday night. All right. So the moment the market open, we want to wait for price to break this low, push below this low before you can go for a sell. Did you see that? So the moment price breaks below this low, then I will go in for a sell to take my profit here. This is for day traders. If this happens, trust me, this is how you should go in. Boom. Just risking 12 pips. Did you see that? 12 pips. Then target all the way here. This is 1:2.6. This is the best way to make money in forex trading. Understanding the direction of the market. Did you see that? Now, this is because you can see it. You know the direction. Now, on the lower time frame, now this is direction. If this happens, this is what I would do. All right? Now, if you set your parameters, once this happens, you're going to sell. If this do not happen, and you have price breaks above this resistance, now you know you're looking for what? Buys. And how do you get your TP? Because a good setup should give you a good way to place your Excel and TP. Here will be my first take profit. If I'm to sell, if I'm to buy, right? I'm to buy, here will be my first take P, right? Probably be risking 15 pips. Did you see? Then I'm, boom, 1:2.4. Did you see that? And you know, by extension, if this happens and price still goes further, break above this zone, you are targeting more of these highs. Did you see that? And that's an example of a swing trader, right? So this is how you can properly take opportunity in the market. As a day trader, as a retail trader, you can make money whether the market is selling or buying. But the truth of the matter is that, do you actually know when to approach the market? Do you actually know when to follow the trend? How to understand that when the market is no longer buying, the market wants to sell, is by applying this particular principle, this strategy I've just shared with you. Make sure you start from the higher time frame and make sure you are able to plot your supports and resistance accurately and you draw your trend line accurately, because if you miss any details, you might be getting everything wrong, all right? So I hope this video is quite helpful. If you like content like this, make sure you stick around for another interesting content like this. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.